protesters have, after beginning an assault on the Legislative Council building, finally entered it in just the last few moments or so. We've been seeing pictures coming from inside LegCo, which do show the protesters occupying almost every known building by the legislative body here. What they've been seen to be doing is taking pictures down, among other things, that are of some senior members of the government, including those that liaise directly or have liaised directly in the past with Beijing, spraying graffiti on those things, stamping on them and otherwise assaulting or defacing them. As I said, it was a matter of time, really, that this was going to happen. It was about 3 or 4 o'clock this afternoon that we saw the group of protesters that had been outside the Legislative Council all day since the early hours of this morning begin to attack the outside of the Legislative Council building, breaking glass, trying to use erected barriers that they had made from pieces of street equipment and so on, to try and force their way in. At the time, it was riot police that was standing behind the entrances to the LegCo building. But since then, it does seem that the police have withdrawn from there. In the last couple of hours, we actually had a red alert from the Legislative Council Secretary, which said all protesters and other people who were inside or near the building should vacate the premises. That has clearly been ignored. Journalists inside as well have also been advised that they are perhaps now in a breach of the law as well. The question in the short term clearly is what happens next. It is an incredibly febrile environment, very unstable. It is very hostile. And perhaps that is one reason why we have seen the police withdraw for the moment. But really, how they resolve this situation is very unclear at this point, particularly because tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, have been joining the protests as a result of the handover anniversary march concluding in the Legislative Council's local area known as Tamar. As I said, at the moment, there are still huge numbers of people there. What happens next with the police, what happens next with the protesters, and in the medium term, what the government now does in response to this assault on the Legislative Council is very, very important to how Hong Kong moves on.